Hello, good evening, welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Oxford, on the panel is the one and only JFK. And guess who? Evening, JFK.
Evening, Oxford. How are you this evening, my friends?
I'm all right.
And who have we got back with us?
A huge
there he is.
evening to you guys on the panel. And to all the guys in the lobby, good evening. And to all the Rangers fans listening in all over the world, good evening. And welcome to this very happy Bridgeman's return from holiday. Good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio.
Just a couple of things, Bridge. First and foremost, can I thank you for the 6 fridge magnets for all the pots you visited, mate. I really appreciate it. Some nice ones.
Don't you start with the fridge magnets again, you.
Not the best one I've received this week, I'll tell you that, but still, I appreciate the gesture. And secondly, mate, you're back your holidays. You can't get away with that shot. That's a pizza.
All right. You shouldn't
what
be
is
looking.
That? Is that what do you think that is? Palm trees upside down, JFK?
It's upside down palm trees, it is.
Is that what you think?
Must be wearing that for a bet.
Oh, mate, Bridgeman, come on, sort it out.
You're a shower of shockers, I'll tell you.
Yeah, we were on holiday, but Mrs. Bridge is no walking down Great Western Road. You were out.
If you come to the bistro,
far wrong there.
if you come to the bistro with that one, I'm walking away for you. Oh dear.
It's a topper, Bridge. Anyway, how we doing, Mucker? Good time?
Fabulous time. Yeah, these are special times for us at the moment, the wife and I. So it's superb. I really, really enjoyed it. And I think she's on her mind. She's got a lot on her mind. She wants to go back.
Right.
So we'll see how it goes. So I tried to tell her we're skint, but she'll not have it.
She's taking a dent in your wallet, boy, isn't she?
See, that's the bloody truth as well. Big dent. A big dent. But
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Did you happen to catch the match? Or did you?
I did not. I could only link in, and I was only getting wee links of follow, and the wee what do you call it? The wee phone thing that we do. You know, the WhatsApp thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the just finding out what the score was. Never saw a thing. And just tonight when I got home, I managed to get in for 20 minutes and watch the highlights, the BBC highlights. And fantastic. The whole stadium was electric. You could see it and feel it. And of course, I wanted to be there, but couldn't. But really and truly, guys, what a fabulous performance by the team. And could have been a lot better. When I say better, I mean it could have been a lot more goals. We were, to me, miles and miles and miles better than him in virtually every position in the park. Mm-hmm. The strangest thing, I'm not being funny, the strangest thing I find about the whole thing is if you look at the stats, which I did, I looked at the stats, and it says that they had 57% possession.
Well, particularly in the first half, Bridge, the end of the first half, they just passed the ball between their centre halves, didn't they, JFK? So there was a lot of possession, but geez, it was 70 yards for a goal.
I said the possession thing was probably right, Bridgeman. It was just the way that they decided to pull it back. I mean, look, we all know in the past, the Loaf man said, possession was, as they say, 99% of law, what you might call it. But possession means nothing. You need to put the ball in the back of the net. So, okay, if they had that wee bit of possession more than us, it doesn't really matter. Because the end of it matters is 2-0 to the Teddy Bears. So, the possession thing doesn't tell us true story of the game.
Oh no, of course
the roller coaster over the top of them.
Jimmy, when you look at the other stats, they tell you more. Your attempts on goal, corner kicks, things like that. And the Rangers were far, far outweighing them in every department. I'm not being funny. Every department. Yeah. And I know we're hopefully going to go on to some of the things that's happened since then, and it'll be interesting to catch up and all of that. Really, really keen on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. JFK, question for you, mate.
Yes, mate.
Is that the best we've played all season?
No, the best we've played all season. The best we've played against them all season.
Right.
There's been a few games that we've really, I mean, my memory's a wee bit muddled. I know. Trying to remember, we were sitting here couple of months ago, and we were all sitting. That's the best we've seen us play for. I can't remember what game it was.
The first half of the Hearts game.
Yeah, there you go. It was It was a Hearts game.
Mm-hmm.
We were absolutely electric that day. So but against the puddle drinkers, yeah. Even the game in the 29th of December, Oxshire, we were better than that on Sunday. So best against them, definitely. Mm-hmm. But no, we're best of the season. I would have said, as I say, I was trying to fight my wee head there. But the Hearts game for me was the best. First 45 minutes against Hearts was tremendous. So we kind of fell out of the game in a wee bit in the start of the second half against the puddle drinkers, but obviously we held our own.
Can I come in on that, Oxford?
Right, on you go, mate.
See, when I agree with Jimmy, because sometimes it's difficult to define what the question really means. In my opinion, it's only my opinion, the wee bit highlights I saw, and it's the BBC's highlights, so I never saw Sky's highlights, and BBC are absolute minging, as you know. I thought that's probably the best football that I've seen Rangers playing. I wish I'd been there to see it with my own eyes, but I think that's the best football I've seen Rangers playing all season. I thought they were absolutely outstanding. Remembering, of course, who they're playing. They're playing the cream of the crop in Scotland, so allegedly. They're supposed to be the top team who fear none. And they've came to Ibrox and they got an absolute tonking. Both in play and everything about it. You're talking about the £9 million man out there. A £9 million man. I read a wee story last Tuesday, they were saying they were going to sell Rogic. I think it was Rogic. Somebody in Fall of War said, we're going to sell Rogic for 15 million. So there's 9 million and 15 million and so on and so forth. Rubbish.
15 bob for them.
Correct. Rubbish. I'm telling you. So that's what
anyway, I'm going to cut across you. We've been joined by a caller. Evening, caller.
All right, Oxford. Listen, Oxford, I'm just going to sit and listen because I can't get internet or nothing. I can only phone to hear the show, mate. I'm lying here with the mother of all hangovers. So just use work a week, guys, and I'll listen.
You recovered for your knee trembler?
Oh, mate, you have no idea. Oh, a wee bit too much to drink last night, but that was quite frightening stuff. Guys, use work away. I'll just listen in the background here. I can't get any Wi-Fi in this hotel. The only way I can hear you if I phone you. All right, mate. Use work away.
Carry on. Carry on. Like Stevie's sitting in the background. Where is it? Where is he again? He's over in Greece somewhere. I can't remember. Zante. With the European Rangers Supporters Club Bridge.
Convention.
Having a good time, but it's
some convention. I'll bet. Big Stevie. Wow. Brilliant.
What were you saying there, Bridget? I mean, it's simple for me. I've just thought about it and I've come up with a game. I think maybe the Rapid Vienna game at home, JFK.
A good shout there again, mate. Aye, definitely. Aye. I mean, it's all right for us to say that. I mean, that's the best game I've played this season because we're beating the puddle drinkers. But you know, there was some great games. The Rapid Vienna, definitely. Aye, the Hearts game that you're reminding me there. So, but to beat them is up there obviously all the time. But some of the football we played on Sunday was absolutely immense. You know, but we fell away in the second half a wee bit, and then we managed to pull it back again, obviously. But the Rapid Vienna is a good shout. But,
Jimmy, can I just say, I don't like to butt in too much, but the young lad, I know the young lad Kamara, whom I wanted him to come on the freedom, you know, without paying.
Yeah.
I was reluctant to pay anybody. I don't like to pay anybody any money at all. But I have to say, in all honesty, that must be probably the finest actual transfer that involves money. That must be the finest deal the Rangers have ever done that involved money.
Well, wow. You and me both, Bridgeman, because as you know yourself, I was in agreement with you. You know, I thought he's a bit part player. I think I saw him for about half an hour when he came to Ibrox and played with Dundee, and I thought, like yourself, I mean, why put out £50,000, which I thought at that time was going to be a player who would be a squad player at the very most. but probably like yourself will use the word. I've been made to eat my words. Not just us guys here in Rangers Radio, but every other forum and media outlet are all giving this guy praise, Glenn Kamara, and rightly so. I can't wait to see him next season. Once he gets a pre-season under his belt, he's going to be a fantastic player, Bridgeman. So, yep, I agree with you. Me and you were hanging our coats in a mast there and saying, look, nah, he's not worth the 50 grand. Eat my words, mate. So I'm quite happy to put my hand up and say I was wrong. But what a player he is.
Put your hand up and tell us what the phone number is, JFK, if people want to join us.
The phone number is 0141 356 1972.
Where else can they join us, Bridge? Oh.
Oops. Bridge is on a bridge.
I was just on mute there, chaps. I do apologise.
The technical term,
but that's the technical term. I was doing a bridge. No, but they could join us on Skype at rangersradio.online, and Foxy in the background or Old School Blue will bring them in and look after them because they're really nice guys.
You spend a lot of time speaking to yourself, Bridge.
Oh, I must do.
Anyway, we've been joined with our first caller for Hot Off the Rank tonight. It's one and only Rudy Mayer. Evening, Rudy. He was there.
And
he's closely followed by Travel Rock. Evening, Travel Rock.
Hi, good evening. How are you doing?
All right, Travel.
How you doing, mate? All right?
Aye, good. Aye, welcome back, Bridgeman.
Oh, thank you, Travel. Thank you. And by the way, I saw you in a wee photo as well. I saw you hiding in the background there, behind Foxy, right. I think. I could see you in the photo. Oh. It was a photo somebody published from the bistro. You were at the bistro the other day,
was it? Oh, right. Aye.
Are you denying it?
I was looking for you, but obviously. No. Oh, no. Hey, I'm always proud to be in the company of Foxy, so.
Yeah.
He wasn't looking.
Bridgeman, he wasn't looking half a good on Sunday. Oh, he was off a peely wally. I think he'd been led astray.
Right.
It only happens once every few months, and I think we know the common denominator in it.
He wasn't over in Partick, was he?
Well, I think it was Partick related, aye.
Oh, right,
it was a Partick man that was causing the trouble, that's for sure.
Oh, well,
I had the lovely
Hey, there was two Partick men there, Travel Rock, and I was the troublemaker.
No, you weren't there. You were the one that was behaving yourself.
Yep, you're right, pal.
You were bearing gifts, mate.
I was bearing gifts, yep. I was indeed. Fridge magnets were involved in that in the Bridgeman office. There will be
you missed him.
You missed him. There will be a wee present at the start of the season, so.
Make a wee love parcel up from him.
I like that. A wee love parcel. I like that, Travel. Yeah, your Bridgeman, you're getting a wee love parcel.
Well, it's been a long time since that happened.
Hey, Ox, just a wee comment regarding our pal Bridgeman. I'm sorry for interrupting. Aye,
I know.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to. All right, no bother.
I studied the Scottish press today just to see if you'd sued that Turkish barber for the assault.
Oh. I've left the Scottish Riviera and got up here at the road for him. Running about with that open razor. Jesus Christ. The face is fully recovered now. It's fine.
All right. Well, I don't know how to say it's all right, but it's been done up.
It's as good as it's going to get.
So the two boys were on their own last night, Travel Rock. So I'm really interested to hear about JFK. Obviously, Bridge never seen the match. Who impressed you, JFK?
Definitely Scott Arfield. Although he did get the man of the match, but for me, I thought Glenn Kamara was absolutely immense. Katic, Goldson, Stephen Davis. That deep role that Stephen Davis is playing is absolutely wonderful for us. Jermaine Defoe put a fantastic shift in. His movement after the ball was beautiful. The dummy for Arfield's goal. So the pass for Glenn Kamara was absolutely world-beating pass. So everybody get pass marks. There wasn't a bad player in the park. Ryan Kent, brilliant. Ryan Jack, world class. So that's not going overboard, Ox here. All round it was a fantastic performance. So I'm no complaints on that. No, there wasn't a passenger. So yeah, every man carried out the duty he was asked to do. So I'm happy with that.
Travel, you getting into that?
No, I would agree. There was everybody got, for me, was 8 out of 10, and that's what we need in games like that. So, all very good. I made the comment last night. I thought Stephen Davis was brilliant and masterful. Yeah. And I don't know, I think a lot of people maybe expected Stephen Davis to be playing further forward and maybe they're more attacking. But do you know what? I don't know if it's maybe suiting him. He's getting a wee bit older, a bit more experience. See that deep line position? That might just be the spot for him, and that's where we look for him to continue. And you might get an extra season or two out of him if you keep him in that deep position where he's maybe doesn't need to just be so dynamic. So
Travel that when we play, say, I'll say St Johnstone at Ibrox, that Stephen Davis will have the foresight to change his position and push 10, 15 yards further forward because the games will be different. Anyway, talking about experience, older and wiser, we'll be joined by Rudy again, I hope. Evening, Rudy.
Evening, gents. How are we doing?
How you doing, Rudy?
How are you doing, Rudy? How are you coping?
Hi, Bridgeman. How was your hauls?
Holiday was fabulous. Rudy, you need to tell us what you have for your dinner tonight.
Oh, a big plate of spag ball and night bridge, some garlic.
Oh, I love it.
Garlic bread and
Did she make it or did you make it?
No, she made it.
You couldn't make the pasta with the boiled water.
And I had a nice wee tomato and rocket salad with a wee bit of dressing on it to go
with.
Any
parmesan, Rudy?
Oh, aye, a wee bit of parmesan. Oh, it's always a bit of parmesan on the pasta.
He likes his scran, that boy. He likes his scran.
Fresh parmesan.
Yeah, what did you have for your tea?
Cup of tea and a bit of toast, mate.
Somebody's been a wee bit delicate since the weekend, Travel.
And a sachet of Rehydrate. Is minging.
I wonder if Fox has even eaten yet, because he'd tell me he hadn't ate for Friday when I see him on Sunday, so I'm surprised if he's putting it in other lips.
Well, I was more or less the same. He had a scabby pie at an establishment over on the other side, Oh, my God. Anyway, we'll not go there. We'll not name the place. Well, I'll need to blame that. I'm not blaming you, Ox, here. Don't worry about that.
Nothing to do with the 44 horses.
No, nothing.
It was Ox. It was the way Fox was. He was kind of looking at the burger van, and you could see him plucking up the courage and then going, "No. Leave it another hour or two." Brilliant.
Fox, dear, can I come in on the
just
man of the match
to let
thing?
you know, somebody said that for the back, because of that new haircut, Fox got to look 16, but when he turned around, he looked 90. KFK, you see what I've done there?
Yeah, so is that his nickname, 1690?
16 in some parts and 90 in the other. Wonderful. Can I come back in?
Stevie for the drums just fell off his chair.
Can I just come in on the man of the match thing you were talking about?
On you go, mate.
I was just going to say that I thought for the dummy, just for that dummy alone, I would have given it to Defoe. Because I thought he had a fantastic game. As everybody said, there wasn't a failure in the team. I thought that I would have given him for the dummy. I would have given Flanagan man of the match for whacking whatever he did to Scott Brown.
He never whacked him.
Whatever he did to Scott Brown. It was well worth seeing him lying in the ground, holding his face. That's what that guy's turning out to be. He's turning out to be a diver, holding his face. And he's had three people eventually got red cards. That's providing Flanagan gets it. That'll be 3 players in the main opposition team. He's managed to get them red cards, and that's all been pretense.
He's a plastic hard man, Bridgman.
Correct. That's what it's about. Anyway, that's the kind of way. That's the only way I would dish it out, because I think all the guys you mentioned, polish upon polish for the two outstanding midfielders, Stephen Davis and the young guy Kamara, and Ryan Kent at the back there, doing all his business. Just fabulous. Every single one. Sorry, Ryan Jack. Every single one of them. And the young boy Kent, he took Lustig and he took Lustig on toast. Every time he touched the ball, Lustig was scared. And there you go. That guy got after the park as quickly as he could. As quickly as he could. That's all.
Jeff, can I just jump? Man of the match for me. I watched the game of the day again this afternoon. I watched it. How
is that for you, Rudy, when there's no retention? Do you watch it better? Or do you...
I don't enjoy it at the time, because I've said this to you before. I struggle to enjoy Old Firm games. My stomach's like a tumble dryer, mate, and I'm watching it through my fingers.
I accept that, mate. I accept that.
I enjoy it if we go 2 or 3-0 up. That's when I start to enjoy it. But up to that point, my stomach's turning and everything. But I watched the game of the day. I sat and I watched it properly. And I would go as far as to say that Scott Arfield's performance was breathtaking. I thought Scott Arfield, I sat and watched it again the day, the effort that he put into that game was outstanding. And I was one of the guys on here just a few weeks ago. I think Blue Star was another one. And we were ragging him a wee bit and saying that we weren't getting out on what we thought we should be getting out, considering his experience and his years down south. For me, it was man of the match. And I fully agree about Kamara and Katic and Ryan Kent and Ryan Jack and John Flanagan. I thought they all had great games. But I thought for that first 45 minutes especially, I thought his performance was just... I think the whole team performance, in all honesty, I sort of enjoyed it so much today again, sitting down watching it. I thought it was a breathtaking performance, and I think Scott Arfield was such a huge part of that for me. Man of the match was Scott Arfield for me.
Can't argue with that. As I said last night, mate, anybody that comes up with Arfield, Defoe, Tavernier, Katic, Stephen Davis.
There's so many you could have picked, isn't there?
You know, and I think that's... And by the way, we've got to take my hat after the boy Fods. He came in there and total comfortable, and he's hardly played for us this season. I think he deserves my respect. And he's not a worst goalie we've had GFK, yeah?
No, we said that on Friday night. You know, I mean, we had confidence today, we had today. I mean, it was in there, and to me, he really didn't do much. In one shot to save, you know, if you could call it a shot. So, he commanded the area, no problem. As I said, the back four, it's the best back four he's ever played behind all season or any season he's been in the Rangers. So, yeah, he performed.
Jimmy, his distribution was good as well, eh?
Aye, he didn't do it wrong. You know, he was there to do what he did. And I had every confidence in him to perform the way that we know he can. So, yeah, no get any complaints. He commanded the area, distributed the ball well, and the back four played the line well with him. So, yeah, I'm really pleased with him. Really pleased with everybody.
I think if he sticks in, he might get to Ross McCrory levels.
Well, aye.
Love it, pal. Love it.
Aye.
There was one thing disappointed me on Sunday. Can I say it? Are I allowed to say it with you?
Don't.
Oh, say it.
Come on.
Do you get any ideas, Rudy?
Could we have scored more goals?
Nah, it wasn't to do with that. It wasn't to do with a match. It was more with the aftermatch. The obviously the team had a wee bit of celebration, class celebration, never antagonised the away support.
Yep.
They took about 45 minutes to get off the park. Some of them done more running out to see their own fans than they done during the game.
But they weren't long in bailing out last year, eh? They were there 1 minute and I turned round and they were all gone. What happened here? Like a trap door.
You know, just obviously the lap of honour. We announced it about 5-10 minutes after the final whistle, so thousands is left.
Aye.
Obviously with kids and families, etc. You know, and
aye, looked a bit like that.
The communication was all right. So obviously a hindsight or an oversight, should I say, in somebody's workload. Obviously, a busy day. We'll put it down to that, but we need to learn from that experience.
Yeah.
Because it's important the kids see all these, the kids that are there, get their photographs, or even the parents get the photographs for the kids.
Right.
You know, it's important.
After the team had after the final whistle and the puddle drinkers went to have a wee wave at other puddle drinking fans, we were obviously cheering our team. But then when we went up the tunnel and it kind of died down a wee bit, and then so let's go. So me and my big boys started to go to the stadium like everybody else, and it was the I was halfway down near the subway that we heard the announcement that regarding a lap honour. So it wasn't really organised properly in that aspect. So it was quite disappointing. But that's done now, so there's not really much going. But I'm the same as yourself. That was a wee negative, just a wee negative.
I don't know if I'm maybe old-fashioned, but I would only expect us to do that if it's something to celebrate.
Sunday, you're old-fashioned.
No, but I only expect that if we've got something to celebrate, I'm afraid.
I think it became tradition now that you say thank you to the fans, didn't you?
Aye.
You know, but I get where you're coming for. A lap of honour is
thank us by putting a trophy in the cabinet.
Aye.
Can I just say that when Scotty Arfield scored the second goal, where all the fans ran on nuts where I sit, and it was quite hilarious in some of the antics. I'm not going to describe the gentleman because I don't want him to be incriminated, but he'd managed to get himself in the vicinity of the track, and the next time he's looking at it, he's taking selfies. And he looks as if he's getting a good selfie of him and Jermaine Defoe, and then him and Scott Arfield. And Glasgow's finest, and the stewards couldn't catch him. It was absolutely wonderful. And he came into our area where I think he may have came from before that happened, I don't know. And it was kind of disguised a wee bit, which was quite good of him. It was really quick, but it was really hilarious. What I can say is, there was one young chap who was arrested or ejected. I don't know what they'd have done, but they picked one young boy about 15 out of all the guys that ran on and decided to march him up the track, which is disgusting. And then they put all the poles in that corner. But that was that was a negative for me in the whole thing. The other one was just a wee negative regarding the lap honour. I agree with Travel said, but I mean, I think we were all despondent. The fact is that we've no won anything this year, and that's when you should do a lap honour. So, but a wee cheerio is good, but maybe the lap honour wasn't for a lot of us. As far as I know, it was only the Union Bears that stayed behind.
And my negative is that typically the Scottish media is focusing upon a great performance by our team. But some songs that were getting sung, which,
yeah,
you know what, as far as I'm concerned, do you know what?
Anyway, we've been joined by the Global Ambassador. How we doing, Big Man?
I'm good. I'm just waiting at the boat ramp here. I'm in the queue. So, what was I going to say? These songs are probably based on fact if you really look into it, isn't it?
Well, it's hard to argue.
Yes, you know what I mean? So the truth's the truth. Anyway, back to the positives. I thought Big Katic was phenomenal. The vital spark there. He said the other night, I believe, when I was listening back, he was looking for somebody to dominate. I thought the big fella came out 2 or 3 times and really dominated. High balls, bang, up the park, clear the lines. I like Big Katic. I liked him for the beginning of the season. I love his thighs. He's the man for me.
You love his what?
Also, I love his thighs. I said that before. His thighs, he's got lovely thighs on him, a big man.
Never really noticed.
He's a London, aye. You never noticed, aye. You're looking at his arse. I think he could be the man next season that'll be the dominant figure. He's big enough and handsome enough to play that part. I hope he does produce and he becomes that kind of Richard Gough-esque or Terry Richard Gough-esque.
But he's also shown he could be good enough, Al, in the last few weeks.
That's what I'm getting at, big fella. That's what I'm getting at. But at the beginning of the season, he showed that, and then unfortunately had some personal issues. And then, same again, I think a lot of that was conjecture and media talk that Mr. Gerrard had fallen out with him, or there was a bit of rumblings behind the scenes with him. I think he's proven. He got back in. He got settled a bit. The last 4 or 5 weeks, he's been a defender. You got to remember, he's still young. He'll progress. And they'll only get better. But, pardon me, one thing I would like to take for this season is very disappointing we're not getting any silverware, but I think it was probably expected with the rookie manager coming in. But one thing I'm up proud, and I can see a job, I think the word is standards. We've got standards back at our club. We were in the mire there for 6-7 seasons, but even throughout the whole club, you see the guys now wearing their shirts and ties. You can see standards on the park. There's a professionalism there, and I think that is just coming straight from the manager and his coaching staff. There's a couple of interviews I watched this week with Steven Gerrard, and how he said he changed this and he's changed this at Ibrox to make it a more professional, a more dynamic club to come to, and all the things can only bode well for the remainder of his tenure, but also moving forward next season and the seasons there and after. Their house is coming away from underneath them. We are going to be back on top, and hopefully it's sooner rather than later.
Fair comments, mate. Some good points there, Big Al. Travel Rug, you might come in. Oh, the old captain's away, I think. He's on mute. Good points there for Al, JFK.
Definitely. I mean, we know what it's going to take to go to the next step, and I don't think it's going to take much. It's going to maybe take 2-3 players to go to the next step. They are not a great team. They're imploding. And they think they're better than they are, and others outside Rangers think they're better than what they are. They're absolute crap. They signed a £9 million loan player, and the rest of them, well, they're bang average players. Don't get me wrong, we've got a couple of bang average players as well, but I think that we've got the makings of a cracking team next season. As I say, 3, maybe 4 at the very most. And I'm not talking about squad players. We need to bring in guys that are going to be in the 11 or in the 15, 16, whatever it is. They've got to be players. It can't be just bit part players that are in and out and in and out. So I'm looking forward to that. They've got a lot of other things to worry about, and we might or might not talk about them before the end of the season. But there's a lot of rumblings and a lot of things that have been happening the last few days, and it's came to fruition for us. But for them, it's they're imploding, and things are happening rapidly. And let's see how the media deal with that, because they're quite happy to jump on us all the time for a big height and try to squash us. It's about time they were jumped on and squashed, because they are dirty puddle drinkers.
Can you explain that to me? They're dirty puddle drinkers or dirty puddle drinkers?
Well, a dirty puddle drinker is some. Well, they're both of, because dirty puddle drinkers are dirty rats, and that's the people who drink the puddles. Is the dirty puddle drinking rat?
A rat when they drinking a puddle, one of them's drinking.
Well, you're probably right. A rat would probably spit the puddle out, but a puddle drinker will swallow the lot.
They'd give the rat wheels disease.
Aye, that's true. Aye, that's true.
But it's great. It's great that it's great that we're speaking this out. It was a good performance on Sunday. I was very, very pleased watching it. And as I say, that I mean they've not got much depth. I didn't like talking about them, but you can see that they've not got much. Really, I wasn't that happy with Rodgers, but thank God Leicester came in for him, because it really did hit them for six, like, because they don't know where they are on the park, after the park. You've seen how they turned on him. That's how fickle they are in regards to their club. So long may it continue, like, you know.
Can I come in, Ox, yeah?
Of course, mate.
Just to say, following on what Al's saying, he's absolutely right. You've heard me saying this many times. The last wee guy, the Norwegian guy, when Rangers beat them, he was gone. The tranny man comes in when Rangers beat him. Yeah, when Rangers beat them, he disappears. Never to be involved with Celtic Rangers again. The wee man here that's in the new, the Lurgan Bigot, I'm telling you now, that'll probably be the last game he'll ever be involved with Rangers and Celtic. They're probably going to bring another manager in. So that'll be, although we've had problems, and some problems indeed, we have moved 3 of their managers on just like that. And that's only us beating them. So the 3 times that we've beat them, in my opinion, providing Lennon goes, of course, we'll have moved on their managers. We'll have changed either the manager's changed his mind about them or whatever. Because I think that's what happened to the tranny man. He couldn't cope with that. He couldn't cope with it. That's all I've got to say.
Ox.
Yes, mate.
Ox. I just following on from what Al was saying there, and I agree, this is Rangers Radio, not here to talk about them, but if they lose a McGregor or Forrest, then, I mean, that's their biggest assets. And they boys might know what to hang about. If they can see that the club's maybe on a bit of a decline, and Brendan might be the man that will come and take them down to England. And in reality, have they got, what else have they got? The one that wears a policeman's hat, he's already shown he's a shite bag, doesn't want to know. The central defenders, I don't know, they're not dressing him up to be any good. The one Tierney, he's hardly played all season, but there's even a chance that he could get punted as well. The big striker, well, I think he was totally anonymous at the weekend. So I know we're on a bit of a high and we're all buzzing just now, but I think the reality for them is they might need to spend quite a bit of money, and they might not have it because they might have some court cases or something.
Court case they pay for,
and also they've got players on big wages. They're already. The Scott Sinclair one.
Oh, I'm going to come in. I said to you, GFK, I said to you last week, Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm going to add to that a wee bit today, right? You listening?
Yeah, we spoke about it today, mate.
Yeah. Follow the money.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Follow the money.
Well, there's that Scott Sinclair's on 35 grand a week. That's a lot of money.
What's that, Al?
It's a cryptic show we're on now. It's like Blockbuster or something.
Yes.
Blockbuster.
The Krypton Factor. Crystal Maze. That's on the telly here. It's quite good actually, but it's not a wee poof on it. It's a chunky boy.
You've got a couple of them on the show just now, so you can't say that.
Yeah. Well, we saw what happened here the day. No, and the 4th person was found guilty of doing what he did to kiddies, and it's up to the authorities now to have a public inquiry, because they were quick having gone for us at the Juggler when they were talking about the EBTs. This is much worse than the EBTs, you know, without getting into too much detail, because obviously it's Rangers Radio, I want to talk about Rangers, but they can't be seen to be getting away with this, and let's hope that there's enough pressure put on them for other quarters that allows something to be brought out into the open to expose them all. And that's what we need. Follow the money. John, you're right, follow the money. No.
How we doing, Aldo? Evening.
How you doing?
How's things, mate?
Very well. I mean, I'm ecstatic just now. I just had to phone in.
Is Bridges back?
Well, that's part of the reason. You can't help but phone in since Bridges back.
There you go, Bridge.
He's
I'm
back
just going to drop it, gentlemen. Take care. Thank you very much.
Big Al.
Hey, Al, take care, pal.
Hey, Al.
Thank you, Aldo. Thank you.
Welcome.
What's on your mind, Aldo? What's your thinking?
I'm thinking about the difference between the Rangers team we have just now compared to a year ago. And of course, there's so many differences. Correct me if I'm wrong, the Rangers team we had, I'm not going to say this time last year, but last year we were told by Scott Brown it was men versus boys, you know. That game on Sunday, that was men versus boys. And we can talk about the age and the experience of Rangers compared to the Rancid. See, man by man, see, watching, I felt comfortable. I felt comfortable honestly, it's the first time I actually felt comfortable before the game even started. I felt that we were going to win it. The last time at Parkhead, we should have taken something from it, despite us losing a man. The time before that, we deserved more than 1-0. We're a better team than Celtic. We've progressed better than Celtic. They went backwards, that's obvious. But they have went backwards before Neil Lennon took the job. They went backwards. There's a part of me thinks that Brenda actually left because he could see it happening. He's like, fuck, sorry, to hell with this. I'm not doing the job anymore. They're back up in the league. They're becoming a competitive side. Let's get away from here before they actually.
All right, Aldo, mate. All right, we've also been joined by young Stardog. How we doing, Stardog?
Evening, guys. Evening, Bridgeman. Good to hear your voice again.
Listen to that. He's moved in. Know what he's done since you've been away, Bridge? He's bought an annex onto his house and got himself a wee studio.
Oh, go on yourself, Stardog. Go on yourself, pal.
In my wildest dreams, Bridge.
Well, isn't it always in our wildest dreams? But there's different things in our wildest dreams, of course.
This is it.
One of your wildest dreams passed away the other day, Doris Day, Bridge.
Doris Day, yep. Doris Day. Yeah.
What's on your mind, Stardog?
Just the Old Firm game at the weekend, mate. It was fantastic to beat them and things like that. But I know for one that Stevie G is never going to be in any danger of doing this. But I think for some of the fans, mate, do you think that's in danger of people in there? Some of the cracks it's let us down this year, that performance, mate. Do you think that's in danger of folk thinking that squad's satisfactory? Because I agree with JFK, mate. I'll only settle for that next year. I think we need 4 quality players in next year. So although we were fantastic on Sunday, I just think, and a lot of folks' eyes, what I've been reading on forums and things like that, not so much on here, but it's papered there a lot of cracks, mate, this year that seems to be that team can go in and win a league next year. I wouldn't be so sure to say that. I still think we need quality in that team next year. Four players for me anyway.
Fair comment, Travel Rock. Come on, Bridgeman.
Can I
Talk to me, Bridge.
Oh, look, can I just say I 100% agree. I think some of us have said 4 or 5, even sort of lately. But looking at the way that team played, and that was McGregor wasn't in the team, and you know there's a few others still to come, as we know, the Murphy and Dorrans if they can make it. There's going to be hell in our squad for players trying to get games. But I still don't think we should ignore the fact that we need to make out that we want to run that team from across the city and run them right into the dirt. As far as I'm concerned, on the ground and at football, we need to get at least four top good quality. You're not going to get the top quality, but you'll get good quality. And I'm speaking about guys of the quality of Stephen Davis, that kind of quality to come into your team and make a difference. and you'll see it. Yeah, you will see it virtually immediately. I can't see our manager going out and buying poor players. Let's put it that way, poor quality players.
Rudy Bear.
I think you should be looking. I think every team, should be looking when it comes to the transfer windows. Should be looking to improve their team. I don't have any doubt that Steven Gerrard do that. He's already spoken about it in a couple of his pressers. He's mentioned players that are going to be going out the door and there'll be fresh quality coming in. But it needs to be quality now, because it's not about quantity anymore, Ox. It's about quality now. It's about 3 or 4 players that can hit the ground running, who'll come straight into the first 11 if possible. You should be looking at all your positions, no matter how good your players are. You should always be looking to improve in certain positions, and that's what Steven Gerrard and Mark Allen will be doing come the summertime. I watched Mark Allen's interview the other day yesterday. I watched it. Really good interview, and they're obviously at work already. He said the transfer window's not opened, but when it is, we'll be making moves, to bring quality players into the club. So that's exactly what we're looking for. Stardog's right. To go another season, next season, as happy as I was with the performance yesterday, and I was delighted with it, absolutely delighted with it, the performance on Sunday, don't want to go another season without silverware, and 55 is the one that we all really, really want, But silverware is important. We have to win something next season. We can't have games against Aberdeen in the 2 cups like we did this season, where some players just didn't bother to show up for the game. I don't know if they realised how big a match it was, or maybe they did and it just was too big for them at the time. That can't happen again next season. So we need the quality there. We need quality brought in the summer, and after the support that the Bears have given the club this season, they deserve it. So the board's got to find a way of making it happen for me, Ox.
All right, it's a lot you're on, depending how much you're involved. Some it's positive, some it's negative. Bridgeman.
Well, the negative, in my opinion, and this is only my opinion, and I'm not up to date with everything that's been happening, so please forgive me if I sound rusty. The negatives for our club at the moment is that we have to move on. Let's call it that. We have to move on. Some of the guys we know in our hearts that they're not going to ever play for us, and they'll be very, very lucky to be in a 22-man squad, and that's being honest. So there's probably 8 or 10. Some of you guys could maybe rhyme off another couple because you know more than I do. But most assuredly, to get in 4 or 5 quality players, we have to move the wage bill slightly. So get these guys off the wage bill, make room for the people both physical and wage-wise, and let's get going. And the team that played yesterday and a few games before that as well, we're now 6 games running. Marvellous position for us to be in. And we've got a squad of guys there that can all contribute. And that's the building blocks. There's your building blocks there. And bring in the quality. And the ones that aren't in that squad, the ones that are nowhere near the squad, need to go. We need to get rid of them and move them on. It might cost us money, but they have to go. That's the negative.
Can I say sorry? I completely agree that there's got to be at least 3 or 4 players, first team players, that need to come in to strengthen the squad completely in order to win the league next season. Not just because of the game on Sunday do I think that we're going to win the league next season, but there's been a focus and there's been a mentality put towards the Gers just now, and that is when Steven Gerrard came in, he was facing a team who were intimidated by Aberdeen, and now we've got a situation where we've got players, the whole team, they don't show the rancid lot the respect that they think that they deserve. We've got people like Arfield, who is taking the piss out of Scott Brown, left, right and centre. Used to be the other way about, where Scott Brown would intimidate our players or try to intimidate our players, but this is not the case anymore. Our team are going out and they're showing the Smellick what it's all about. They're showing them that, you know what? We are the people. We are the ones who are going to trample over yous. We don't give yous any more respect. You think the Celtic have went through this league trying to bully everybody. As soon as they come up against Rangers, because of the last few performances, they feel that no, this a team we can't bully anymore because they are bullying out. They're trying to bully us.
Can I come in here, Rob?
And they become. I think they're more intimidated than we are. And I
On
think
you go,
Gerrard
JFK, and you come, mate.
I think it's more. I think it's more to do with the Gaffer's now found the system that he wants to work with. But obviously we don't know what Alfredo's going to fit into that, but hopefully he does. But I think now he's found a system that he's comfortable with. And I think with Alfredo being suspended, it's been a plus for us. And the fact is that we're managing now to get Jermaine into the team on a regular basis, and we've actually seen how he can do. And now that we'll get Stephen Davis playing in that deep role, with Arfield and Jack just in front of him. So, I mean, there's a lot for changing next season. I mean, I would say 3 or 4. I mean, we've been linked with the boy for Oldham today. Whether that's true or not, and another centre back. And we've also been, I don't know if it's paper talk again about, what do you call him, the German man, captain and manager of Germany. What's his name again? Klinsmann's boy. The goalkeeper. So because we know that Alnwick and Ford's away. So there is a rebuilding job, but you know, I think now the Gaffer's managed to get a settled team. Take out the equation, it's the last 5 games into the split, and that the league was basically won. I think he's now finding his feet, and I think that'll bode well for us next season. Without going over the top, I think we'll have a good team to challenge next season, and hopefully get the 55.
It's been a steep learning curve for him, Jimmy, hasn't it, this season?
Definitely.
We're disappointed we haven't got any silverware, obviously, but it's been a huge learning curve for him. You know, he said in his interview he knows how other teams are going to play a game. He's experienced all the grounds now. He's experienced the managers, the players. He knows other managers, other players much better than he did when he came in at the beginning of the season. So hopefully Jimmy will take that.
I listened to the. Sorry to interrupt, Rudy. I listened to the archive last night, and I listened to your comments about Ryan Kent. I know me and you differ on the fact. But that was good. That's what it's all about, mate. I mean, I still think that he's a 3 at the very most, a £4 million player. But don't get me wrong. If Rangers went out and paid $6 million for him, I wouldn't be bothered about that. Because he's a blue nose. It becomes a fully fledged chair. But, I just think if we're going to pay that type of money, we need to make sure that we get the player that we want. And I certainly think Ryan Kent has got that. And it's a lot for him to live up to. But I was listening today, and I heard the archive, and I heard your dulcet tones, And I know it was good. It was, you're forthright in your comments, and you're right. That you rate him at that amount of money. And I'm not saying you're wrong, and I know you're not saying I'm wrong. Just that it's all good opinions that we've got. And I think Ryan Kent's a fantastic player. And you're right, but you're saying, Rudy, I mean, the Gaffers now seems to have found his base now, and he thinks, okay, I've been here and I've been there. This is the way I want to play, and is this the way I'm going to go forward next season? And I think that's what he's did now.
I think it's
caller on the phone, guys.
What was that, Fox?
I said there's a caller on the phone.
All right, sorry, mate. I'll get him. Evening, caller. How we doing?
No bad. How are you?
What's your name, mate?
My name's Robert Dunster.
All right, Robert. How's it going, mate? All right.
No bad, yeah.
I'm good, mate. Very good. I got on the money. GFK owes me a few pounds off a bridge. life's looking good, mate. What's on your mind?
I think Rangers are going to win the league next year.
I'll take you to our top correspondent who sails the seven seas, Bridgeman.
I'll go for it.
On you go, Bridge. What's your thinking?
Well, you know, I think every single one is that support the Rangers are desperate that we win the number 55. And the way we've played up to the end of this season now, this last half a dozen games or so, I think there's a good chance if the manager gets the number of relevant players at the quality level that he wants, then who's going to stop us? I watched the highlights of a game, and that team that we were playing couldn't stop us in any position. Couldn't stop us. There isn't one player in the opposition from Sunday that you would even allow anywhere near a Rangers jersey.